And welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. We're finally done with Tartarus. For Reload and FES for the most part. We still have one big thing to take care of in Portable, which we will be seeing next time, but for now, let's take care of what we need to take care of in Persona 3 Reload and FES, and of course, I can still go over the day-to-day in Portable, although there is, decidedly less to talk about there. One thing that is probably worth my time to do right now is, it's probably high time I just use up, any gems I have in reserve to buy up some incenses. So let's just get a whole bunch of, let's see here. I think luck incenses might be good for us. We will get this guard incense right here. And then let's see, we should be able to get a couple more, just had my breakfast and given me a bit of a problem in my throat, it seems. Trying not to do that into the microphone. Anyways, let's get a couple more incenses here. How about some speed incenses while we're at it? You know, we have a lot more cards we could potentially trade for. Why don't I hop on over to Club Escapade and see how many gems I can buy, topazes specifically. I'm sure we won't run into any problems here.
You there? You live in a world where emptiness roams and chaos reigns. You struggle so fervently, twinkling like stars in the night. But such delusion will not lead to deliverance. Why not join us in the Messiah and await the moment of salvation?
Well, we still have time, you know. I don't think the world's really gonna end. I mean, maybe we can do something about it.
You say that only because you don't know the truth. Heed the voice of the Messiah and follow the path to true salvation.
That suspicious man that preached to me is staring at me from over by the wall. Once he starts, it's probably gonna take a while for him to finish. Well, you know what? We haven't really had much interaction with the cult at all. We've only heard whispers and reports of them. Maybe we should see what this guy has to say, if only to gather some information. First order of business, though, let's grab just as many topaz as we can afford, and that looks like, yeah, a good 51 right there. Actually, one more, get 55. Make sure we can make some pretty even trade-outs there. And, alright, let's see what this guy's yammering on about. Are you ready to hear the voice of the Messiah and welcome to salvation? If I accept, I wonder what they'll tell me. It could be dangerous. What should I do? Time will not wait. Now's the time to take action. I'll meet your Messiah. Why not? Oh gee, I wonder who it could be. Well then, follow me.
Now, go and speak to our Savior.
Well, well, well. I do believe this is the first time you've ever visited me. I'm sure you are aware of the coming salvation.
Oh, so I've heard, but honestly, seems more like a destruction. A mass destruction, even.
I understand your perspective. I'm certain you've realized it by now. We have no further reason to be enemies. Your efforts were all for naught. The Dark Hour will persist, and Nyx will bring an end to this planet. Fate has been decided. But there is no need to worry. We are simply being freed at last from the illusion of a future rife with betrayal. Nothing more, and nothing less. All you must do is embrace this truth. Do so, and I shall be your shepherd.
The fight has just begun. Takaya, I hope we're gonna see you there.
But of course, that's just the kind of person you are. So then, you intend to fight Nyx?
Fight and win?
I see. I scorn those who preach about the future with improvidence. The world does not need a script that is already written, nor does it want for charlatans who speak as though the future can be seized. What it needs is for the curtain to fall. If I just endure for now, if I can wait until tomorrow, these blind hopes for the future are the root of the people's suffering. They can never be saved because they look to a future that doesn't exist. It doesn't matter whether you can defeat Nyx or not. Why, you ask? Because you won't even be able to reach her. On the day of salvation, I will wait atop the Tower of Demise for Nyx to arrive. And be warned, if you dare to oppose me, I will show no mercy.
I can hear people talking.
Hey there!
They were handing out flyers at Paulownia Mall the last time I went. It's the same one that's plastered all over the city.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the one about Nyx, right?
Ah.
Is that how you say it? I don't know, I just like the logo. The stuff written on here is kind of interesting too. Maybe I should ask him about it next time. The tendrils of the cult continue to expand. Yeah, gotta be honest with you, Takaya seemed to be doing a lot of projection there. That's just how I feel anyway. Over here, we've got Aegis, and I'm just gonna real quick go see if there's any cards I want to duplicate, and then we can talk to her. I went and purchased some more incenses while I was at it, so why don't we use up the rest of these? Obviously, we're going to want to use, oh, nope, never mind, the limit has already been reached, so power incenses will just be funneled right into Akihiko. Ditto for our magic incenses, since he benefits it from, having high magic a bit more than, Aegis does, so just get him juiced up with that. We're going to give, our guard incense here to Koromaru, give him a little bit more durability to work with. It goes, nicely with his high HP stat. We're going to boost up Aegis's agility a little bit, make sure that she is just a little bit more dodgy, and I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take these 3 luck incenses and funnel them into Aegis, just give her a little bit more of a crit rate on Akasha Arts there. Could help out a little bit. And we're going to take the rest of these Luck Incenses, Luck Incense 2s, and funnel them all into Akihiko. God's Hand has a pretty nice crit rate, so if Akihiko has a good luck stat to work with, he can more frequently pop critical hits with it. Plus, it gives him a better chance of inflicting shock on the enemy, particularly if he's using Electric Onslaught. It's still funneling into more critical hits. With that taken care of, let's get back to school and finally talk to Aegis here. If I get the opportunity to grab any more incenses before we have to fight Nyx, then I definitely will do so. Hello, Cullen-san. The weather is lovely today. If you don't mind, I'd like to walk home with you again. Oh, nothing would make me happier, I guess. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Before we leave, can we take a slight detour? I want to go to the roof. What is it with the roof that makes it so popular to hang out?
I like this place. I can see the entire town from here. The Moonlight Bridge is to the right, and over there is Paulownia Mall. Oh, and did you know you can also see our dorm from here? Back in Yakushima, where I'd been sleeping, the ocean waters were much clearer than they are here. But I prefer the view here. Before I came here, I didn't even think about whether I liked the scenery or not. What about you? Do you like it here?
You know, honestly, I really do enjoy it in Iwatodai and Tatsumi Port Island. Up until this point in my life, I kind of feel like I've just been walking through in a daze, but it feels like there are things that actually matter to me now.
I'm so glad to hear that. Feeling the same way? Watching the same scenery? It's nice. I began to feel emotions towards various things that I hadn't felt before. It's a little scary sometimes. But if I can change by being with you, then I want to cherish these feelings.
Aegis revealed her resolve to me. Seems we've grown closer. And just like that, Aeon Rank 2 acquired. We're gonna be seeing the Aeon social link go up a lot in the coming days because there's not much else for us to do.
Oh, I'm sorry to have gone on for so long. It would be awful if you caught a cold.
I did see that I skipped the text there. What was that second line?
It's still January, so the winds can get quite chilly up here.
Ah, she's so considerate. Thank you, Agus. We decided to go back to the dorm. Of course, it was right where the dialogue ended. I do like that log function, though. More games could use something like that.
Good morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus. 2 this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue. Goodbye now.
Ah, yes, more people have wandered into Tartarus. One more is going to wander in for this month, so we're actually going to put off going in there a little bit so we can just grab them all in one fell swoop. Anyways, we've got a lecture here. Finally, on September 24th, the Satsuma Rebellion ended. This marked the end of the age of the samurai. You know what? I'm blowing off the next chapter. I'll go back to the Sengoku era. There's so much more to cover. What? You want me to teach you modern history too? You guys still in your 2nd year. You'll have plenty of time to learn that crap when you're 3rd years. People out there might be talking about the end of the world, but believe you me, there'll always be another school year. I mean, come on. Has no one been paying attention? Look at all the stuff our country's survived so far. I'm feeling sleepy, but you know what? For once, I feel like Mr. Ono's gonna be kind of real with us. Why don't we listen? Alright, never mind. So let's review what we learned, starting with the Kamakura era. How did the Kamakura Shogunate come about? Let me tell you. I forced myself to stay awake and listen to him yammer on and on about the samurai again. They're so great, why'd they die out, huh? Hey, there's a familiar face in the text messages right there. You good, man? Come hang with me after school. Alright, I'm gonna fast travel to Junpei, who's just on the other side of the room. Hey, Junpei. Went a long way to get to you. Oof, I'm tired. Let's go hang out, bro. Yo! This might seem kind of sudden, but want to do something active? Let's play some catch. Brought a glove for you. Alright, yeah, I haven't played catch in a while. Let's go, man. Really? Sick. Thanks, dude. Let's go to the park at the shrine. I'll show you my fastball.
The hell's this? It says, no playing catch in the park. Kinda messed up, don't you think? Playing catch is how kids are supposed to make friends. Adults can't just ban it because they feel like it.
Yeah, they can't do that. You're right, man. Honestly, I mean, I get this is a religious place, but come on.
Right? I don't like this one bit. In any case, I didn't know it was banned here till today. When I first moved here, I play against the wall every now and then. This whole catch thing, it's because I wanted to get my arms back in shape. I've been thinking about maybe getting back into baseball again. I still have no clue what I want to do with my life, and if I keep trying to avoid it, I'll have nothing but regret hanging over me. Next time I'm asked what I'll be doing in 2 years, I want to have a real answer. That's why I'm picking baseball back up. You, think that's the right call?
Absolutely, Junpei. Even if a professional career isn't in the cards, I mean, you could always teach someone. That's a great call.
Oh, yeah? Well, that makes me feel pretty good about it, then. Anyway, here. This is for you.
Hey, free baseball glove. Thanks. I haven't had one of these in a while.
Today was a bust, but we'll try again another time. Hang on to that till then. Though I guess we'll have to wait till after you know what, huh? I don't know. Honestly, I've been feeling like this since April. I can barely juggle what I've got on my plate as it is. Let alone think about the future. Our senpais, though. They're such badasses. They're still prepping for exams, even with everything going on. Man, it's been a hell of a year. We're gonna look back on all this someday and wonder how we ever got through any of it. And it wasn't all good. And we hit more than a few rough patches. Guess you could say our short lives have been pretty wild so far, huh?
More than wild, you said it, man.
Right? Despite all that's happened, I'm glad you became our leader. I know I said you should do what you want to do. Thanks for choosing to fight. Well then, let's make sure this chapter of our lives ends on a happy note. Alright? And then, Hollywood will turn our adventure into a movie. I'd be the lead, obviously. Dude, you'd be a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor. That serious crap ain't our style, is it? Come on, let's head home. We'll figure out how to sweep the Oscars on the way.
I think our story would make for a good movie. Maybe divided into 3 parts even. 3 or 4 parts. Hey, you forged a powerful bond with Junpei. You can now fuse Cert, who is way outdated at this point in the game. He is a level 60 persona, and no, you cannot complete Junpei's linked episode any earlier than this, so great persona in the previous 2 versions of the game, not so good in this version of the game.
Welcome back.
Why don't we go to Tartarus tonight? I feel like it's been a while since I was the one to suggest we go. After I was released from the lab following my repairs, I was so confused. But I'm not confused anymore. I want to be by your side, and fight together with you. Oh, it's a tempting offer, I guess, but I mean, it's not like we have anybody we need to go and save in there, right? Alright, let's round up the dialogue and then move on to the next day. Studying for the college entrance exams got me thinking about where my life's going. So I'll say this again. We've all got our futures ahead of us, and we're not going to let Nyx stand in our way. Indeed. Well said, Akihiko. No matter what may happen, I'll fight to the very end, ever at your side. I won't accept this fate. I'll stand against the fall. I'll stand right there with you. Let's talk, Fuka. I've seen the username Jean before. He's very popular and has a lot of support from his followers. He's a very charismatic figure. I can't believe he's the same Jean as the one from Strega. Yeah. Small world. Seriously? Everyone being fooled by that cult better wake up, man. Don't they know that Strega's all behind it? Hell, don't they have anything else to believe in other than that Strega's BS sermons? Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just the state of things. If we actually succeed in defeating Nyx, though, that cult is gonna crumble, because they'll have nothing to base themselves around anymore. I can hear people talking.
By the way,
I've been feeling kind of down lately, so I went to Escapade for a change of pace, and someone was selling these brand new super cute accessories there. Sucks I couldn't buy anything, though. Everything was way over my budget. It's like I have nothing to talk about if I don't buy anything new. Is there anything affordable around here?
by the way.
What about Umiishi's new menu item? People have been talking it up.
No way.
Maybe I'll try it. Gotta stay up to date with the latest trends and all. Although, it seems like a lot of trends have to do with religion these days. Sounds like some shops have new products out. I should take a look soon. First bell has rung. I actually did step out to make a purchase, though not of any fashion products. We'll get into that later. For right now, it's time to spend some time with Aegis. You leaving already? Then I'll come with you. For sure. With Ananta at our side, this is gonna be a fruitful evening, Aegis.
Thank you very much.
It's cold out, so we should head straight home. Let's see, when is the next train?
Stay behind me. This could be dangerous. They seem very angry. You're the ones that I often see at the shrine. What's wrong? What? Koromaru-san? You think we what? Wait, we aren't mistreating Koromaru-san. It's true that he's been helping us in our battles, but... What? No. Oh, these are Koromaru-san's old friends. They doubt our intentions regarding Koromaru-san, since he's been more frequently injured lately. How can we make them understand?
Well, let's just try explaining. I'm sure they seem like reasonable wild animals.
This is all a misunderstanding, everyone. Please, don't be angry. Just calm down. I'm so sorry. My hand is hard. I see. No wonder they're suspicious of me. My body is completely unnatural to them. I hope that dog isn't hurt. I've been thinking lately. No matter how human my heart becomes, my body will always remain a machine. Of course, it's obvious when you think about it, but I'm not strong enough to be a weapon, and I'm too stiff to pass as a human. There's nowhere I truly belong. I'm neither completely machine, nor quite human.
Hey, no thinking like that, I guess. I know exactly where you belong.
But... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You're right. Even if I can't quite explain it, I have to be true to myself. Sorry for bringing all of this up. If I hadn't been created, I never would have met everyone. And that includes you. If I can stay by your side, then nothing should faze me. I know that.
I can sense Aigus's faint affection. And with that faint affection, rank 3 is made available to us.
I should make sure that Koromaru-san's friends understand our situation. I don't want you to end up in danger again. I'll see you later. Excuse me.
I parted ways with Aigus and went back to the dorm.
Oh, welcome back.
Mitsuru-senpai and Sanada-senpai went to take their entrance exams today, and they're going again tomorrow, too. How do they concentrate with everything going on? Why wouldn't I concentrate? I'm not about to give up. I suppose you could say we're defying fate. But I want to ensure that I'm doing everything that I can be doing, which is to say that I won't give up either.
Right.
By the way, if you're going to Tartarus, I'll go with you. The final battle's in a couple weeks. I'm not putting training on hold just because it's an exam. Wow. I don't know if I can keep up, but at the very least, I won't give up either. Alright. I forget if the next day, where they go on the examination, impedes their ability to go with us in Tartarus. Regardless, we've got some new dialogue to go through, and I noticed Junpei wants to do some gardening, which is convenient, because I actually took a detour to pick up a new type of plant today. We saw it previously, but I'll go over it a bit once we actually get to gardening. First, talkie time. The media is attempting to sway public opinion by reporting on Striga's activities in a positive light, and the most popular queries on the internet include keywords Nyx, cult, and end of the world. Do people truly yearn for the fall after all? No way.
Is that so?
But if it's gaining traction, then that must mean people are curious. Why on earth would people be interested in the end of the world? Perhaps some part of humanity longs for the end? Well, some people do just want to get away from it all, I guess. I don't really know how they do it, but however they do it, I think they're right to. I'm actually feeling kind of inspired, so maybe I'll do some studying of my own too. Oh, but I'll also definitely go to Tartarus if you want. And over here with Fuka. Whenever I see followers of the cult, it just reminds me that there's no way I'll ever devote myself to it. Even if I'm ever swayed to join, hearing Natsuki-chan's voice would snap me back to reality. If only everyone could form a strong bond with someone, then nobody would flock to the cult. If only it were that simple.
By the way,
Come to think of it, have you decided on a career path yet? I recommend being proactive now so you're not overwhelmed as a third year. Remember, defeating Nyx isn't the end. It means for us to keep moving forward. Okay, I'll put some thought into it, but kinda got a lot on my plate right now, Mitsuru. I was thinking about what Striga said, about the fall being salvation. Didn't someone else say something similar? Yeah, now that you mention it, wasn't that what the chairman was talking about?
yes.
Yeah, I remember Akutsuki-san talking about salvation in the fall. Do you think it was just a coincidence? That seems a little too convenient to just be a coincidence. Regardless, hey, gonna do some gardening. I'll come too. It's actually a pretty good workout. I think I'd get this into it. Sure, let's just do some gardening here. Come on, let's build up a sweat and release some endorphins. Or wait, what are they called? Let's go. Come to think of it, I don't think that I've planted anything in the rooftop planters yet. And we are going to plant a simple herb sprout. It'll be the last thing we're able to harvest before it comes time to battle with Nyx, so why don't we at least check out what we can get from it?
Alright.
Sweet, let's get to it. Junpei is hard at work. I tended the rooftop planters with Junpei.
You're gonna be a tasty little fella. Don't stop growing, you hear?
The extra care is paying off. And I can harvest more.
I'd say that's some mighty fine work. Let's head back downstairs.
There was nothing else for me to do the previous, or this day, so I just played some Punch Boxer, and we do need to use the computer to give a little bit of affection to Aigis. I don't believe tending the garden with her will be quite enough. It's getting pretty obvious who believes in the cult and who doesn't. Do you have any friends besides us who don't believe in the cult? Yeah, absolutely, tons of them. That's reassuring. I think this kind of thing really reflects a person's virtue. I'll say. What do you got over here, Mitsuru? Strega believes the fall will bring salvation, but I wonder what my grandfather thought of it. He didn't believe in the future, so perhaps he thought like Strega. But that's just speculation. The dead cannot speak on their own behalf, so we may never know. Makes you think, doesn't it? Oh, well, I didn't really know the guy, so I guess it doesn't matter to me either way.
Well,
The Dark Hour has taken so many things away from me. You guys have given me the greatest gift of all, friendship. Aw, Ken. So I won't give up. I'll make sure that the Dark Hour disappears.
Oh.
You said it, little dude. I'm counting on you. Yeah, don't ever let go of that resolve. It's a shame I won't be using Ken for the final boss fight. Honestly, the thought of fighting Nyx scares the shit out of me. But for some reason, whenever I look at Chidori's drawing, I feel like I could do anything. She gave me her life, so there's no way I'm gonna let anyone take it from me. Wow, Junpei-san. I always thought you were a slacker. Now it's almost like you're on par with Sonata-san.
Not at all.
Oh, I better bring my A-game. Let's see if we can put up a fight against Nyx. Yeah, gotta imagine Junpei's feeling like a superhero when he sees that portrait.
Yeah.
For me and Shinji, our goal was to find a way to rid the world of the Dark Hour. And now that he's passed the torch on to us to fulfill that goal, I'm gonna put an end to this, whatever it takes.
Yes.
Yeah, for Agaki-san's sake.
Hell yeah!
Don't you worry, Sonata-san. We're gonna kick Nyx's ass.
That's true.
Alright, oh yeah? I'll hold you to your word. Alright, good stuff, everybody. So yeah, I just need to use the computer, and we'll get on to the next day. I think it's high time for a good FES montage, don't you? Although, I should note that this is actually not the file we've been working on for most of the LP. This is instead my personal file that I started from way before this LP began. This was the file that I carried to get to the bonus boss. As you can see, we're at level 99 with 999 HP and 999 SP. Since there's never really going to be a good time to go over this, I may as well fit it in at some point that there's not anything special you have to do to achieve that. When you reach level 99 in Persona 3, for any character, not just the main character, your HP and SP is automatically boosted to 999, which is just gravy for every party member that's not the protagonist, but does come in handy for a particular fight later. And yes, this is the file where I did complete that fight. I completed that fight a while ago, so you're going to be hearing some... shall we say, archival audio when it comes time to show that off, which we will be seeing it. Don't worry. We'll be completing the bonus boss. The reason I'm loading up this file is this is a 100% file where I've completed all the side quests, so I can actually just go over some of the ones that I'm not going to be able to complete within the course of the main LP. This is just for the fusion requests. Also, as you can see, my compendium, also 100%. Unlike Nocturne, there is no benefit for getting 100% compendium completion. Elizabeth does not give you any discount on the compendium, which is actually rather frustrating. Would have been nice. But the request I'm not really going to be able to complete over the course of the remainder of the playthrough is the fusion spell request. And that's because I can complete this one right here, Shadowhound, and I can complete this one for Raktapaksha, but Last Judge requires the second persona here is Metatron, a level 87 persona. He's also the ultimate persona of the Aeon Arcana, so be a little bit later on before we could see him anyway. So I'm not going to be able to get him within the scope of the main LP, so I figured I'd just run through the remainder of the fusion spells, explain what they do. We're not going to be able to see their animations, sadly, but that's not that big a deal. So Shadowhound, you need Kukulin and Skatak. This is a multi-targeting strike skill that, like Scarlet Havoc, uses SP, but it's also just kind of weaker than Akasha Arts, so not really worth carrying around. Raktapasha requires Gur and Garuda, and it is essentially an upgraded version of Jack Bros. It has a higher chance of downing all enemies, no damage, just downing them, and it also applies Deikaja to the enemies. Way too situational to really be useful for anything serious, but it is interesting that there's an upgraded Jack Bros. Last Judge, again, requires Metatron and Mithra. And this is actually a very powerful almighty spell. Power value of 800. Costs 30% of your SP though, so can't exactly spam it out. But hey, if you're using Metatron, can't hurt to have this as an option if you're carrying around a Mithra. Trickster requires Yamata no Orochi and oh no, not Yamato no Orochi. Requires Loki and Susanoo, and for the high-powered persona that it requires, this is actually pretty bad. It has a chance to inflict any ailment in the game, but like Summer Dream and Oracle, it has a chance to backfire and instead inflict ailments on your party. Ailments in general are just not very good in Persona 3, so it's not really worth using this. Infinity, you need Ananta and Vishnu, which we could actually use this one within the context of the rest of the LP. Ditto for Trickster, but because we're walled out by needing Metatron for Last Judge, just not going to be able to get to see these. But Infinity is the upgraded version of Valhalla. It gives you the complete immortality without the drawback of putting you at 1 HP, 1 SP after it expires. So this is important for the bonus boss fight. You need to have the spell for the bonus boss fight. You need to have a good supply of the items that allow you to cast the spell in Persona 3 Portable for the bonus boss fight. So do not forget Infinity, and it's a good idea if you're planning on tackling that fight to fuse either an Ananta or a Vishnu that has Regenerate 3, 2, and 1. With 999 HP, that generates a significant amount of passive healing on the turn where you have to use them anyway, and we'll see how that becomes valuable when it comes time to fight the bonus boss. Here is Ardhanari. This requires Parvati and Shiva. Another persona we're not liable to reach level, although we're just going to be barely under that, level 80, and we're going to be at around level 80, and Shiva is a level 82 persona. This is actually the ultimate fire spell in the game. Multi-targeting fire spell, highest power value of any fire spell. It has a power value of 900. Compared to Ragnarok's 600, this actually has some potential merit for serious usage in Persona 3 FES. If you can get a Shiva or a Parvati set up with Fire Amp and Fire Boost, Ardhanari can do some really good damage, even better than Ragnarok, although obviously at a much higher SP cost, so you're going to need the ability to foot that bill. Sadly, like all other elemental spells that were relegated to items in Portable, this spell is terrible in Portable because it cannot benefit from the passive boost, so it just does like way less damage than an Agi dying with the relevant boosts even, so unfortunately pretty terrible there. The ultimate of the spells is Armageddon. Armageddon requires Satan, who you saw I had equipped there, for the tail end of the bonus boss fight, and it requires Hallel. If you have these two in tandem, you can cast Armageddon. You just have to have one or the other equipped, and Armageddon does 9,999 damage every single time. No additional setup required. It is the most damaging spell in the game. Kills almost anything in one shot. And it is required to get the finishing blow on the bonus boss. Very important distinction there that we'll be going over later. And this request specifically has an interesting thing I want to go over. That reward, Plume of Dusk. That is an incredibly powerful item. What the Plume of Dusk does is if your team gets wiped out, the Plume of Dusk will activate and ask you if you want to revive them. It is a party-wide enduring soul, basically. If you lose the fight, the Plume of Dusk can kick in and just completely reverse that, put you back in the fight at full strength. Obviously, very powerful item. If you're playing Portable, I don't know if there's a way to see this on Maniac mode, but if you're playing on the really low difficulties, like the beginner difficulty, the game gives you like 30 of these to start out with to make it much easier, which if you're ever in a situation on the beginner difficulty where you'd even use these, you are definitely struggling, because the easy difficulties of Persona games are so easy. I can't imagine anybody struggling with them. But if you are, hey, those are there. That's all I really wanted to go over here, because again, the remainder of the fusion spells, we're just not going to be able to see within the context of a normal playthrough, so I figured I may as well go over them right now. Let's pop over to the actual file we've been using for the LP. And here we are back at the main file. As you can see, I've reached level 78, and a very particular persona I've got here is Mara. Not something that I need to use, we're not going to use Mara to beat off the opposition, but it is pretty important that I have her for a certain thing later on. Let me see here, I just want to make sure, yeah, I still got Ananta and Lin and Sid. But as you can see, level 78, we're pretty close to where we need to be. For the final boss. Just a couple more level ups to go. Everybody else on the team, I don't know if Ken's reached level 78 yet. Once he reaches level 78, he'll have made Dear Rahan. And with all that gathered together, we'll be ready for the final boss. Mara, I have equipped just because she was the highest level thing I have, so she allowed me to evade enemies while I hunted for money and treasure going through Tartarus, so that's why she's there. But like I said, there's another particular reason why I want her around. With all that gone over, and yeah, I will be going back to Tartarus once I'm done with this recording block for FES to finish off my leveling. But with all that taken care of, let's just get on to the day-to-day, see if there's anything interesting to see as we return to school. I was considering doing this the last video, but I felt like it would have made the video too overstuffed, so now that we're back in school, let's round up the dialogue and see what everyone in school has to say. Dude, I was invited into that cult thing again. I wonder who's in charge of that mess. I bet he's a chick magnet. Something like that. Dude, let me see. No, I was talking to that guy. I was trying to talk to this guy right here. Oh, are they both talking to each other? Huh, that's interesting. Either they both say the same thing, or they're talking to each other. Whatever, does not matter. Alright, Mitsuru fangirl, what do you got for us this month? Mitsuru-senpai was in a kimono over New Year's? Did you get any pictures? Sure? Well, where are they then? Don't joke about something like this. I'll knock you silly. Maybe we shouldn't play with the poor girl's heart. All I read about in the magazines now is that cult stuff. I guess the members of those things take them seriously. It's just disturbing seeing them popping up everywhere. And you, TV, internet, everywhere. All I hear about is the cult, the cult, the cult. So, what cult is it? Not anyone you should get tangled up with. Trust me. They're just a passing phase. They're gonna be gone once the year is out. My parents seem really depressed. We had an argument about my future. I think I said too much. I'm afraid they'll pull up and join that cult thing. Yeesh. Terrible home life. Something that I haven't really been doing throughout Persona 3 FES is checking the rooftop, which, I would probably miss out on a couple bits of dialogue throughout the game here, because there's just not really too much reason to come up here, unless you're doing the Watering the Flowers quest. But it does have the next leg of the Reverse Stalker Situation quest for this month. I can't take this anymore. I'm going to ask her out. Don't worry, I know she'll say yes. I mean, she was the one following me around in the first place. I'm going to make her mine. Ooh. Uh-oh, guy's staring at me. Hope he's not going to ask me out. Oh boy. So bored. I don't feel like doing anything. No way, come on man, there's plenty to do all the time. Man, you're tough. How do you do it? Well, you know, just built different. Before I'd take a picture whenever I saw one of those apathy syndrome people. I sent them to everyone on my contacts list saying, I found an apathy syndrome guy. But now they're common as oxygen. It's a pretty scary thing to get used to. Is it going to go away someday? Or are we stuck with it forever? Makes you think. Bunkichi, you just had mind-altering effects on this girl. She has not been able to shut up about you since, since September. I saw someone putting up those posters the other day. When I think about people trying to recruit me into a cult, I get scared to go into town. Oof. It's been a while since we thought about Hidetoshi. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, hey Colin-kun. You know, I realized something recently. Part of my job is to think about how we can help the student body. I'm trying to fulfill that responsibility. Anyway, how have you been doing? If there's anything you want to talk about, just let me know, okay? You feel an unbreakable bond between you and Hidetoshi. Just some extra dialogue you can get with your social links if you happen to bump into them outside of your normal activities with them. I'm waiting for my boyfriend. How novel. I've been feeling really anxious lately, so he's going to walk me home today. Is that the same as what you said last time? I kind of feel like it is. I gave up on trying to learn about the observatory. Actually, I learned there's nothing to learn about it. I just can't believe the school built that thing. I think that guy, yeesh, you two have just been stuck in a Mobius strip now. I'm gonna look outside the school and see if any of the dialogue around town has updated since school has gone back in session. Probably not, but always worth a double check. Did you see the news? Some thug broke into the hall where the university testing is held. My eldest is entering high school next month. I'm worried. One of my neighbor's sons went to the assembly hall. He said people there were screaming Nix or something with angry looks on their faces. Oh dear. This cult is starting to get a little out of hand. There's a magazine profile on the founder of that cult, but I don't think it's worth all the attention. It's just a little club that those kids made up. Right? Right? What would you do if the world was going to end? I'd just have fun, man. I mean, we're talking about how lowering the curtain on all life. Imagine it's saying the end in big letters and then outtakes from my life. If you think about it that way, it sounds like a lot more fun, alright? That's a level of optimism that even somebody as chipper as me cannot really relate to. People's manners are getting even worse these days. They litter, argue, fight, and people are starting to get hurt. I'm the one who has to field all the complaints as a result. It's getting on my nerves. I think a lot of the dialogue has actually updated. I'm not remembering most of this. Sheesh, that lady is nuts. I don't get what she's saying at all. Maybe she's got brain damage? Though, I'm a believer too, so I'm not really one to talk. Okay, that's definitely the same, though. I saw that dude so often, I just thought of him as that freak. He's some kind of savior? He's got a whole cult behind him? Holy shit, dude! What the hell is everyone's problem? I know. Dude, did you see that magazine? It has that freak's face on it. You know, the long-haired asshole who used to come around here? That's their friggin' savior? This guy's got no sense of humor. The worst joke I've ever heard. It's nice to see that the periodical on Takaya has actually spread around and people are reacting to it. Getting out of the rut my life's stuck in sounds good. That stuff about deliverance in the end rubs me the wrong way. Glad somebody is maintaining some healthy skepticism. Yeah, I'm honestly glad those punks don't buy into the cult stuff either and are very critical of Strega being involved. I heard Nix-sama will save our world. My life's been going downhill and I'm getting tired of it. My lowest point, I found out about Nix-sama. My heart came to life again. How about it? Will you let Nix-sama into your heart too? But don't worry, I'm not going to force you or anything. After all, I didn't believe in it in the beginning either. Oh dear. How you doing, kiddo? My mom and dad keep saying this weird phrase, believe in Nix-sama and be saved. But who's Nix-sama? Don't you worry about it. I hope you don't find out. I don't know when it happened, but this town's a mess lately. My life is a mess too. Feels like I'm not alone anymore. My family? I feel like the worst person alive. I'm lying to my wife and daughter. I love my family, but now it's like they're baggage. Oh god. Oh, intense level of nihilism. Listen to the emptiness and empty your own heart. You will hear a sound. That's the sound of Nix-sama, her heartbeat, her breath, her whisper. When the deliverance is at hand, your heart will be free of pain, and you will be at peace. You fools, however, will not receive the deliverance. You lack trust in Nix-sama. The pain in your heart will be as the burning red flames of hell. Hardcore, honestly. Guy right there is popular just because he's so into it, but he's so into it that I can't understand what he means. Kid, have you been able to save the cat yet? I studied all about cats, and I told my dad about it. He said I did a great job, and he was impressed, and he promised he was gonna convince my mom. I hope I can get this cat. Yeah, the cat seems comfortable with you, so I honestly think that arrangement will work out. Glad somebody is finding something nice happening to them. There's been just so much doom and gloom and talks of deliverance going around. Don't those who preach to others care about what people think of them? I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not that kind of person. A little too have a little too much stage fright. I don't like having a rank and following orders, so I didn't think I'd like the cult either. But there's this guy who really speaks to the people. Everyone respects whatever he says. Apart from him, we're all equals. So let's call it as strict as I thought it would be. I don't mind it so much. I think that one isn't new. Did you see those flyers? I heard a lot of people are buying into that stuff. Never underestimate the power of a piece of paper. I lost my family to a slip of paper. My wife left me. This damn cat. I think this guy's the same too. He's oversharing about his personal problems. What about you? The other day, my teacher called on me in class. I just ignored him because I don't like him much. I thought he would get mad at me, just like he did at that practice, but he just made a sad face. It's not my fault. It's his fault for being so boring. Come on. Hitting up Polonia Mall again, because I didn't think the old guy and the chunky guy had new dialogue, but they might, so seems to be the thing to do to join that cult thing now. But why isn't anyone trying to stop them from doing such a damn fool thing? This guy gets it, he sees reason. Everyone's talking about how the end is coming, but I don't care. All I care about now is this game. I'm getting a lot better at it. I can catch a prize almost every time. Gotta finish my collection before the world ends. Hey, at least this guy's got a mission. Alright, what we're going to be doing for the remainder of the week is hanging out with Mitsuru and Aigis. Shocker. The only day we're not going to be able to hang out with one or the other of them is Sunday, since school isn't in session. We will be maxing out Mitsuru's social link in FES before the next video comes around, so good hype for that, I guess. Besides that, there's one more thing I'll show off in this little FES montage. We've got a few people milling around Polonia Mall this evening, so why don't we see what they have to say? He's a great man. He understands my pain and has answers to all my questions. Thanks to him, I've accepted the teachings of Nyx. If only I had the words to explain to you how wonderful it feels. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Those posters and paints, I used to be a little into that. But between you and me, I only did it because everyone else was. At the time, I was so pumped. I thought I was doing something great. Now I can look back on it and realize how dumb I was. Hey, at least somebody has realized how ridiculous this all is. They say the end will come soon, but I can't imagine it. If it was going to be like a big earthquake or a tsunami, I'd be scared, but oh well. If you believe, you'll be saved, right? Something like that, something like that. I see. The deliverance. Honestly, I don't think it'll happen, but if it does, let's have a lot of problems. Don't be banking on that. Now, I want to fuse Mara into a weapon, so before I do, just one thing I would like to comment on that I forgot to mention. Mara has a unique fire spell, Mara Lagidine. Sorry, that one's a little hard to see. Mara Lagidine, yes. This is a unique Tier 4 multi-targeting fire spell, though it does not have the same power rate or power value as Ragnarok. I want to say its power value is like around 420 something compared to Ragnarok's 600. So it's a little bit of an upgrade, and it's just there as like a funny little pun for Mara. You get up Mara Lagidine. So yeah, that's just a unique thing about Mara. Not really anything that's too practical, but hey, if you want to make a hyper-powerful multi-targeting firecaster in Mara, you got Mara Lagidine to cover you. Regardless, what we're actually going to do with Mara is we are going to take her and we are going to fuse her into a weapon, because Mara represents Akihiko's ultimate weapon, the evil gloves. With this, Akihiko will beat off the opposition. Yes, plus 10 to all his stats. I believe I've mentioned this a couple times before, but Ken is the only one who is probably not going to have an ultimate weapon by the time we reach the final boss, but we'll have an acceptable backup for him. Just a note, for the final boss, you don't really need to worry about covering your weaknesses. Most of the time, we're going to be facing down almighty damage, so not anything you need to concern yourself with. Just go for the strongest stuff possible rather than the most defensively valuable options. One final thing I can show off, we missed out on an opportunity to go on a team walk in Reload, so why don't we do it in FES? We're taking Koromaru with Mitsuru. We're priming ourselves for the Social Link Max-Up, that is, or the Max Rank Social Link event that is inbound with Mitsuru. Koromaru is always energetic. Watching him is soothing, in a way. Can't believe they put up posters here at the shrine, too. Perhaps the temperature isn't the only reason I feel a chill. Well, of course it's clear. We have to believe in ourselves and our comrades and push forward. Let's do this together. Thanks for getting me out of the doors today. I've been tense, with the college entrance exams to deal with. I spoke with Mitsuru for a while. Done already? Well, I suppose it is getting cold, so let's get on home. And one final interesting thing I can point out, we're hitting a pretty important milestone. At this stage of the game, after doing one last Lucky Fortune for Norn here, I'm going to have the relevant attacking stat for every persona that I plan to use for the remainder of the game maxed out. Cert in particular looking pretty studly. He's probably going to be my go-to to run when I don't need a specific different kind of spell. But yeah, everything is just about maxed out for the stats that I care about. And at this point, I'm just going to be, unless I need to go to Tartarus, I'm just going to be interacting with the ledger to go to bed. No sense in wasting a minute to go out and do a arcade game that I don't need anymore. And over in Persona 3 Portable, really not too much to say for Portable in this video. We're following the exact same social link schedule that we are in Persona 3 FES, minus the fact that Mitsuru is one rank behind, and she's not going to be finishing off in the span of this video. In fact, it's going to be a little bit before we finish off Mitsuru, but I figured I may as well show off some of my finalizations for my team for the upcoming final boss fight. Let's see here. The skill that I'm going to get rid of is I don't need Magarudyne. Everything else there might come in handy, but I don't need that on Skatag. I got these 3 Enduring Soul cards. Going to set up my remaining Personae with these. Let's see here. I will not need... I honestly won't need the auto buffs on Cert anymore, so we'll get rid of that one. And then finally, we're going to put this last Enduring Soul. I could dupe it again, just have a spare one, but I'm not going to be doing anything but the final boss for the remainder of Tartarus in this file. Well, one more thing, but that's going to be the main thing I'm dealing with. So we'll give this to Kartakia. Let's see here. What would be a good skill to swap out for him here? I kind of want all these, but he already nullifies electric, so I actually am going to get rid of Absorb Elect there. That should do it. This gives me a little bit of insurance in the final boss fight for any potential disaster relating to critical hits, and believe me, that is a big problem with the portable version of the final boss fight if you're on Maniac mode. Having Enduring Soul on all the Personae that I plan to use means that I am guaranteed to have at least one bailout for the FEMC. Note that Enduring Soul is... if it activates for one persona, it will not activate again for a different one. This is just so if, regardless of what persona I have set currently, I'm guaranteed to get Enduring Soul no matter what, if it becomes necessary. Otherwise, there's not really anything else to say. We have gotten some notification from Theodore that more people have gone missing in Tartarus, much like in Reload. I'm gonna wait a little bit before going in there. When we do actually return to Tartarus on this file, I will actually take the opportunity to do the Resistance door, in the Vision Quest a couple times. For a particular reward we can get from that, we'll actually be seeing the Vision Quest in the next video, so you'll know why I want to do that when it comes around. Alright, that is, again, all there really is to say for Portable, so let's move on. Oh, whoop. Sorry, I accidentally hit the fast forward there. Didn't expect to go straight into the lecture here. Let's see, what was he saying? Okay, we're gonna have to back up a little bit here. Let's get started, shall we? Shilka, besa. There's been an awful lot going on in the world lately, but you shouldn't let it get to you. Many people are overly susceptible to the effects of the cult. The worst thing a magician can do is lose control. Always do what must be done, and you'll be fine. Anyway, today's lecture is on the magic of ancient Greece. Greece is known as the birthplace of Western philosophy and rationality, but the art of the curse advanced right alongside these lofty notions. While Greece was home to great philosophers like Socrates, Thales, and Plato, it was also home to a legendary enchantress. For example, there was Medea, the passionate sorceress of Colchis. She was a witch who didn't hesitate to kill her brother or even her own children. Then there was Circe, the daughter of Helios, who was an expert in both poison and medicine. Without Hermes' help, the legendary Odysseus wouldn't have been turned into a pig by Circe. These may have only been myths, but by reading between the lines, you can see ancient Greece's views on magic. Greek magic began to take shape around 8th century BC. It was around the same time that polises, or city-states, were developed. Or polis, or city-states, sorry. Like many ancient civilizations, they worshipped gods for protection. There were temples that priestesses tended. These women would double as oracles. Gradually, however, these ceremonies were performed in secret rather than public. The reason for this was the people's desire to monopolize the power of the gods. They copied the barbaric practices of legend, sacrifices, drinking, orgiastic festivals. Dangerous acts such as these became widespread. Apollo, Dionysus, Orpheus, these were the gods that they invoked when performing the rituals. Are you all paying attention? Don't cross the river Styx now. How about I toss out a question for you? Get it wrong and your aura will shift. Shilka, besa. Now, who to pick? I choose these, Ella. I mentioned 2 Greek sorcerers. One was Medea. Who was the other? Circe, of course. Very good. Your aura is as clear as a mountain spring. Anyway, back to the lecture. It was that secrecy which turned priestesses into sorceresses. teachings originally meant to bring salvation to the body and soul fell into mere debauchery, which lured people down the hideous path of immoral practices. Necrophilia, using babies as potion or spell ingredients, this was the birth of the abominable dark arts. Well, fascinating topic, but we have more important things to do, like invoking a little bit of light and life in our metallic compatriots. So I think today we're going to spend some more time with Aegis, and then tomorrow we're going to spend some more time with Aegis, and the day after that we're going to spend some more time with Aegis. But for right now, we need to spend some time with Aegis. If you don't mind, let's stop by somewhere with you on the way back. Of course, of course. With Ananta at our side, we will just have the most delightful day, Aegis. Does Paulownia Mall work? I know everyone always hangs out there.
Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? Have you seen a kitty cat around here? She's a precious little white spotted cat named Michan. She slipped away when I wasn't looking. I'm so worried about where she could have gone. She's getting on in her years, like me, so I doubt she could have gotten very far.
A white-spotted cat. Did you see one?
I always keep my eyes peeled for kitties, but in this situation, no, I haven't.
Oh, I see. I've been so worried. I hope my little Michan is eating all right. Thank you for your help. I'll try looking elsewhere.
A white-spotted cat named Michan. If you don't mind, could we help her look? Being separated from a loved one can be very distressing after all.
Of course, I guess let's do it.
Yes! What's the phrase usually used in situations like these? What goes around, comes around to hit you in the back of the head. That's it! She might be so hungry, she could eat a house. Or was it hungry as a house? In any case, we should hurry. Michan-san! Michan-san! Are you there? There's no trace of her. I can detect hostile readings like shadows. But when it comes to this, I'm useless, aren't I? And I was the one who insisted we search. I'm sorry.
Aw, don't let it get to you. We'll find the cat eventually. We just need to get you installed with the kitty radar.
It's not working out. After all, how could a machine like myself have feelings like a normal person? It's getting dark. We should probably give up the search for today. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you took the time to indulge me in this.
Aegis is smiling. I feel like I understand Aegis a little better now. Alright, looks like we've got the kitty side quest for the Aeon social link as we reach rank 4, an acceptable goal for the halfway point of this link.
I'll be going back alone today. I need some time to think. I'm sorry. After you invited me out, too.
We decided to go back to the dorms separately. Only one little bit more of dialogue today, and fittingly, it's Aegis. Let's see what she has to say. The machine that malfunctioned in the command room. Camera. Don't mind me. I just realized something. Huh. Weird. Well, let's move on. That seemed like a subtle hint there. There does indeed seem to be a new recording. Let's take a look at it. 1/15/2010. Starting playback. It was around 6:30, it looks like. It's third floor lounge. Kormaru's looking this way.
Speaking of, career counseling is coming up.
Yeah, What are we even supposed to talk about the whole time?
Oh, Koro-chan!
You're gonna get sick if you go sleeping anywhere you want, you know. What's up, Igus?
There's a miniature camera near the ceiling. It's been camouflaged.
What?
So it's been recording everyone who walks past here?
Oh yeah, I forgot you could see anywhere in the dorm from the command room.
Does that mean one has been placed in each of our rooms as well?
I never thought about that, but I think it might. I did use the system last year.
Huh? Is that true?
Well, you need a key to use it, and I doubt any of the guys would have the guts to look in our rooms. Oh, if they did, Nyx can wait. I'll tear them apart first.
Are you experiencing the psychological breakdown known as dying of shame?
Anyway, we don't need that stupid system anymore. Let's ask Mitsuru-senpai to have it removed.
Yes, that's right. The camera's recording right now. Yoo-hoo!
The recording ends here. I believe that's a new one to Persona 3 Reload. I'll have to check in FES. I'm not sure if that gets brought up. It's kind of funny that Yukari was able to segue out of the fact that she used that to spy on us, although in-universe the protagonist has no way of knowing that. Regardless, I can hear people talking. I'm so sleepy. It's been so cold that it's actually painful to leave the comfort of my bed. I'm starting to think that living life with apathy syndrome would be easier.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right? I'd sleep all day and people would get all concerned for me.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I really should get apathy syndrome, at least for a little while. I don't think it works like that, girly. Regardless, we might want to resolve this Nyx thing as soon as possible. Can't have too many people falling into that rabbit hole of thinking apathy syndrome is a good thing to live with. Anyway, time to hang out with Igus.
So,
I've been continuing my search for Michan-san, but I haven't had any luck yet. Anyways, Cullen, I would like to walk home with you again. Is that okay? Sure, why not? We've got Ananta here, so you know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Today is another cold day. Let's hurry before it gets dark.
was that a cat's meow? Could it be? Are you Michan-san? It is Michan-san! I'm so glad! Let's go tell the old lady about this.
Oh, there. You seem a little skinnier than you used to be. This little one is all I have left to keep me company. I was so lonely when Michan was missing. I don't know how I can thank the both of you.
Lonely? Is being by oneself lonely?
Oh, yes, dear. When you get to be my age, you'll find that all the wealth in the world won't take care of you. No one can truly live alone. Some of my neighbors have delightful children, but they aren't interested in old ladies like me.
Miss,
Well, Michan, shall we go home? Thank you so much, you two.
it seems that living is something that can't be done alone.
Yeah, I'd say so. You might be onto something, I guess.
Yes, it's important to keep someone in your thoughts, and to know that you are in theirs. To be able to contact them anytime, and to touch them. But I do understand one thing. It seems I feel happy when I'm together with you.
Aegis is smiling shyly. It seems we've grown closer. Like I said, you know, midway point for the side quest, a little kitty quest is a good way to bump us up to rank 5 for the Aeon social link.
But I have to wonder if living means to be able to connect with other people. How close to that goal can I come with a body like mine? Just kidding. I've been exceedingly negative lately. I wonder what's wrong with me. We should start heading back.
Yeah, I guess don't sweat the small details. We decided to go back to the dorm. I'm happy to report that we actually have something a bit more interesting to do this evening, so let's just get back into the dorm and see if there's any dialogue to round up. He seems to be saying, we will win. Yes, I agree. We will win together. Koromaru knows what's what. Alright, does look like we have a couple more, well, a piece of dialogue to pick up from Aegis.
Excuse me?
Koromaru-san is also proud and splendid teammate. If you intend to go to Tartarus, please consider adding him to the combat party. Koromaru-san would greatly be pleased. Hey, 5 steps ahead of you there, Aegis. Arf, arf. I can feel a strong sense of determination from Koromaru. Indeed. He doesn't have the most varied dialogue, but he says what he needs to. He says what he needs to. Doesn't look like there's anybody else around, but Ken has a challenge for us. I've been training even harder since last time. This time I'm not going to lose, so let's go again. Be on the 4th floor of the dorm. Alright, yeah, let's meet him. Looks like we're gonna have a little mock match once again.
Oh.
Thanks for coming. Do you have a moment? Seems like he was waiting for me. Should I spend the evening with Amada? Of course, of course.
Yes.
Okay, let's head out then.
Here comes the champ.
Now things are getting exciting. Get him, Amada.
Alright, but why are you guys here?
We heard you guys were gonna have a match, so we came to witness it.
These kinds of things need an audience, don't you think?
When I told them I wanted to beat you, they all offered to help.
I set up a training routine for him, and gave him advice on his movements.
I also wanted to build my legs and core, so I've been going on runs with Koromaru.
And I took on the role of being you for practice matches.
We figured if he couldn't land a hit on Junpei, then beating you would be out of the question.
But hey! Spare a thought for the guy covered in bruises over here! Man, he really didn't hold back anything on me.
Well then, let's do this.
You're doing good, Amada! Keep it up!
You can do this. Just take it half a step further.
Crap, did he get hit?
The next one's coming. Get up!
You're finished, Ken.
Hey, are you guys up there?
Oh yeah! That's a clean hit! The winner is Amada in the blue corner!
I just got lucky. Plus, I did kind of cheat.
No. You saw a window of opportunity and you took it. That's something to be proud of.
Fuka and I bought some roasted sweet potatoes. I was looking for everyone to come eat with us, but what are you guys doing up here anyway?
We're witnessing a showdown between men. Right, Amada?
It sounds kind of weird when you put it like that. But yeah, I guess so.
It was a great match on both sides.
Huh? I don't really get it, but it sounds like you're having fun. It's cold though, so you should head inside soon.
Oh wait, did you say sweet potatoes? Count me in!
I bought them for Amada-kun. Junpei, you can have the skin and the burnt parts.
Hey! What am I, a dog?
Thanks for the match. I learned a lot from it.
Hey, you were great, little man.
No, I just got lucky. I was stuck on the defensive that whole time, but I think I did do better than our last fight. Now, I just need to apply this to a real battle. Technically, we're tied 1-1 now, so the next match decides the real winner. Not sure I actually have a chance, though. But I hope you'll let me challenge you again sometime. You gotta promise, okay? Okay. Then, until that time comes, will you hold on to this for me?
It's a silver key? What's this for?
That's the key to the house I lived in with my mom. Whenever I look at it, I remember the time I spent with her. That house is filled with all kinds of memories we shared together. I know the final battle isn't going to be easy, but no matter what, I want to come back here. I feel like this key will connect us to each other. And I hope, someday, maybe I can be that person someone can always come back to. Just like how Mom and everyone at the dorm was there for me. Sorry for talking for so long. Shall we go down and have some sweet potatoes? So our next match would be next year? Or maybe even longer than that. I know! How about once I reach the same height as you? And if we're around the same build, I might stand a chance. Oh, but you'll probably be even stronger by then. When that time comes, I wonder what everyone will be like. It's exciting just thinking about it.
Man, this is like the fourth memento I have related to someone's tragic death, and the second one that's a key specifically. How am I racking up so many of these? Feel kinda bad. Regardless, Amado was beaming with happiness as we went to join the others. And now we can fuse Michael, the protector of all. Michael has the slash skill with the single highest crit rate in the game, Heaven's Blade, at 30% crit rate, although its power is a fair deal lower than Brave Blade, and its crit rate is nowhere near greater than Brave Blade relative to the difference between the two skills in FES and Portable. Brave Blade originally did not have a crit rate boost, so it just had the basic 3% crit rate, but in Reload, it has a 25% crit rate, and it also has a power of 650 compared to Heaven Blade's 500, so Heaven Blade's not really worth much in this version of the game, but hey, it's there. Time is winding down so fast. Only got 11 days left. Junpei, what do you think of everything that's been going on? If I can navigate these tests. Dude, doesn't that empty seat bother you? Every time I look at it, it reminds me of him. If Ryoji were to walk in and sit down like nothing happened, how would you react? Honestly, it'd be kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Me too. That'd be sweet. Ryoji. Regardless, we at least have somebody who's also right next to us to spend the day with. I would like to walk home with you again today. Would you mind? Of course, you know, Ananta and all that. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Can we go to the strip mall? I really enjoy how lively it is there. Indeed.
That old lady. She's Michan-san's owner.
Hey, Granny! Got a date tomorrow, but, I don't have any money or anything, you know?
Oh my, is that so? Oh, you poor thing. You've always been such a good boy, Kyoshi. This advance on your allowance will just be between you and me.
Come on, quit it! I told you not to call me Kiyoshi!
But it's such a beautiful name. I picked it out myself, you know. It was the name of a fine doctor from my home village.
Yeah, I know, I've heard. Come on, hook me up already!
Oh, yes. It's not much. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Sweet, thanks. See ya!
Be careful, and visit again soon.
I have something I want to ask that Kiyoshi-san. Kiyoshi-san, please wait.
Hey! Don't call me that! Aiga-senpai?
Do you know me?
Well, yeah. You're famous. I'm Kiyoshi Sakuma. I'm a first year. Everyone calls me Joe Aiga-senpai, so you can just...
I would like to ask you something, Kiyoshi-san. Do you mind?
Sure.
Kiyoshi-san, do you feel lonely when you are by yourself?
Huh? What?
Your grandmother said that she's lonely because she has nobody else.
What is this, a lecture?
No, I just want to know. Why don't you visit your grandmother more often? If you are her relative, you may have the power to alleviate her loneliness.
I mean, I am her grandson, but look, I don't need a lecture from you, all right? It's none of your business, okay?
Kiyoshi-san, have you ever considered what it means to live?
To live?
Personally, I think the bonds between people are what's most important. That's what your grandmother is slowly losing.
To live? Are you kidding? No one actually talks like that. What more do you need out of life than to have a blast?
To have a blast?
I mean, you're happy when you're having fun, right? So hell yeah! We're alive to have a good time!
A good time.
So, what do you say, Aiga-senpai? If you got time, why don't we...
Thank you, Kiyoshi-san. Let's go.
Huh? What the hell? What, so you were just trying to play me? Screw you!
I can't understand Kiyoshi-san's feelings, and I even made him angry. Did I do something wrong?
Nah, you didn't. He's just kind of a jackass, honestly.
I see. I wonder why hearing you reassure me that way is... well, it makes me happy. Ever since I decided to live, I've been asking why and how more frequently. The more time I spend with you, the more I discover that I don't understand. That when I ask myself why I'm not alive, I never have an answer. Is this what you call frustration? But at the same time, I feel extremely lucky. I would even say I'm more fortunate than others, despite not being human myself. After all, you are very important to me, and I get to be by your side. It's strange how two conflicting feelings can coexist.
Aiga seems to be in deep thought. It seems we've grown closer. Bit of an interesting scenario that landed us at rank 6, but hey, here we are, getting pretty close to the end of the Aeon social link.
In all honesty, though, my feelings towards Kiyoshi-san are unusually harsh. Kiyoshi-san has warm, soft hands to embrace those precious to him. And yet he... What is this ugly feeling? Is it jealousy? Let's stop this. It isn't right. Yes, I am stopping right here. Shall we go home then?
We decided to go back to the dorm. Interesting little spot that Aiga's ended on there.
Welcome back.
Hey, let's go to Tartarus tonight. Ah, God, do you people ever think about anything else? Just 10 more days after today. I want to train some more, just in case, you know? I'll think about it. Cool, I'm ready to go whenever you are. Yes, I feel kind of bad when I disappoint them like that. Alright, let's round up the dialogue around here. Didn't Kotomaru lose his owner because of the shadows? It's easy to forget because he's always so full of energy, but this battle must mean a lot to him. Yeah. What do you got over here, Fuka? Do you remember that time we ordered sushi? Well, Koto-chan was the only one who couldn't have any, so I prepped special dinner tonight just for Koto-chan. I hope it helps him grow stronger, and he likes it, of course. Well, seems to be doing okay with it. We gave Koto-chan a special dinner tonight. Okay, Yukari was involved as well. Alright, no problem there for Kotomaru. He needs to keep up his strength for the final battle, after all. Ah, look how happy he is. What a lucky boy you are, right, Koto-chan? Eat a lot and get strong, okay? Aww.
By the way,
Yes, Kotomaru's physical condition and morale will need to be in top shape for the final battle. It's like they know that I've locked him in for the final party. Good thinking, Yukari. And Junpei, what do you got over here? That's right, man. Kotomaru usually only gets to eat regular dog food, but it's time we give him the good stuff. Everybody's just all in on Kotomaru tonight, and you know what? He deserves it. He deserves it. That's where we're gonna call the video. I think it's as good a spot as any to end this one on, so let me just update my save here, and that is where we will end off. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time, because, well, who knows what could possibly happen next time. We rounded up all our linked episodes now, and we've only had Aigis' social link to work on, but, feel like something bigger is waiting in the wings. Just a hunch that I have. Beyond that, we'll also have to, of course, take care of one final thing in Portable. Next time, we'll be taking a look at the Vision Quest. See you then.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.